Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the best four businesses you can have in GTA 5. So, when it comes on to the best four businesses, you can start the game off with these businesses include, of course, the nightclub. I would say the bunker comes in at number two for me because a lot of us didn't really know much about the bunker. But I'll say the acid lab, which is an MC business, comes at third. And then at fourth, you have the salvage yard. So if you're just starting GTA, I would advise to get these businesses in this order, and you're gonna get a lot of money. But maybe you could do the salvage yard before the bunker if you don't intend on upgrading the businesses. And I would highly recommend you do so because you will get the best amount of profit from each business. So I think it would be best to upgrade the businesses as soon as you got the money to do so, especially your nightclub. The only thing you really have to get immediately for your nightclub are the warehouse technicians so they could immediately start accruing stocks. You want to get as much as them as possible, And the bunker, it's a bit more expensive. You got to spend like millions and stuff. So I'd recommend going for upgrading the nightclub first out of anything. Or you can upgrade the acid lab first too, because that's going to give you a lot of money, which we're going to get into that. But nightclub is definitely at least like two or more upgraded so they could accrue a lot of stocks while you get them while you do the business goods as well. And you could also call, what's his name? Johan. I believe he's the last guy in the phone book, but you could call them and you could get more stock. Like, I think it's like 3% or 2% or sometimes 5%. I don't know. I don't check, but I just do. So let's get into how the nightclub is the best business out of all the businesses in GTA. We're going to get into why it's the best and why it should be the first thing you buy out of everything in GTA. Not even the CEO office. Like, if you want to, you can, but I just believe, like, if I started GTA, then I would have just did it this way. I might just try, like, create a new character or something. Well, I think you should do this. So definitely get the nightclub first and foremost, because once you get the nightclub is going to give you 50,000, and I believe you get that 50,000 like every hour. Okay, and you can also do the nightclub missions to increase your popularity to make sure that you keep getting 50,000 and nothing less, or 45,000 at least. And then you can also, you could click options, and then you could go into the menu and you could go into passive mode. And then, once you get inside, you could even disable it as soon as you get in the nightclub. And then that'll usually trigger, like, the missions where you kick out the people that are drunk or like stuff like that. And that'll be quick. But the main reason why the nightclub is so important is this on the screen right here, is the delivery missions. Because once your stock is filled, which is going to be 1,400,000 or something like that, or 1,500,000. Once you do like a delivery mission in a filled lobby, then you're gonna realize that you're gonna get like 2 million plus per share when you deliver at max with your nightclub. So if you just make everything build up and you just wait, you know what I mean? Like, you probably will lose out that way, because eventually, you're missing out on cargo and stuff like that, because you can't do that because that bar is filled up, or, that specific stock of goods is filled up. But I'm just saying, like, you literally can make like $2 million from delivering the nightclub goods. And that's why it's like the best. And then also it's the best passive business. Like, when you're literally doing nothing, it's like the only business that's gonna put like 50 bands in your pocket, 40 bands, 45. You got to stay on top of it though. Just make sure that you're actively checking back with your nightclub. You know what I mean? But $2 million is nothing light. That's big. Also, we know that the nightclub can also store vehicles. Like, we could have multiple garages, so you don't even need to buy a garage nor a house if you're just trying to store extra cars. You can store a lot of them in your nightclub. You could just buy like more garages. I think it's up to like 5 or 4 or something like that. You could store like 10 cars in each garage, and that's crazy. Like, that's a lot of cars. So the nightclub is really like one of the best businesses to invest in, honestly, and it is the best business in GTA. Word. Like, I always go to my nightclub. I always make sure like I keep the popularity high so that I can make as much money as possible when I'm doing other stuff. I just come back and do that, you know what I mean? And I love the missions too. You don't have to wait until it's at 1.4 million too. You can sell it at any amount, so you do whatever's best for you. But next we gonna get into the bunker. So as you can see at the bottom right of the screen, the bunker, when it's at full stock, you can sell 1,400,000 worth of stock, which is gonna be again like 2 million again. So if you're smart, you would do that. The bunker is also unique. It has personal quarters. It was very essential because I needed somewhere up there where I could spawn to when I had to go stock my cocaine lab. So in that area at the top of the map, it's essential to have some type of personal quarter. And I feel like you could just buy a cheap garage, but personal quarter is just going to bring you to one of your businesses. So you just start on stocking up on supplies or getting money or delivering and stuff like that. It also has a cheap gun locker. It has the cheapest gun locker in the game, if y'all didn't know. Like, y'all could get the transportation if y'all rich, because when certain things you buy in GTA when you have too much money, you know what I mean? That's what it's there for. Like, after you have like a lot of money just sitting around, you could just go buy the extra stuff that makes the game a little bit easier for you know what I mean? So that's just that. But the bunker is neat, I'm telling you. Like, to begin the game, like, you really have to upgrade everything to really get the best out of the bunker. So you have to buy like all the staff upgrades and the other stuff and all the equipment and all that. But it's worth it, trust me, because look, you see 2 million at the bottom, you're gonna make it back with one sale, trust me. So definitely buy the bunker when you begin GTA. It's not an MC business, so you can activate Ghost too. Now let's talk about the Acid Lab. Now we know the Acid Lab is very profitable. It's actually one of the best businesses in GTA. It's arguably the best. Arguably. Like, some people could say it's the best depending on how much you use it. So, it should be number 2. But the reason we put it here is because, say in hindsight, like, we know the Acid Lab is pushing out more money because we're going there as much. But if we're just sitting around, then it's going to fill up like every 2-3 days. So, and usually that's how you play the game. You're not gonna just sit at the Acid Lab all day and just do Acid Lab and nothing else. Then the game is just gonna be pretty much boring. The hood be making you feel like you in GTA for real, boy, because of them noises and shit. But for real though, you definitely want to get the Acid Lab as quick as possible. I'd recommend getting it after your nightclub, honestly. Because if you don't have enough money to buy the bunker, which you might do, but if you don't want to upgrade and all that stuff, buy the Acid Lab and just keep doing Fooligan missions until you can get the upgrade. Because you got to do 10 of them. Once you do 10 Fooligan missions, you can upgrade the Acid Lab for 250,000, and then after that, every time you fill the stock, which sometimes it's gonna automatically fill because of when you raid a stash house, it has a high probability of going to your Acid Lab, and when it fills up, you can sell that 300,000 in a full lobby for 600,000. So definitely get the Acid Lab because it's worth it, and I'm telling you, like, it's really worth getting the upgrade as soon as possible for the Acid Lab, because without that, it's basically not top tier. But with the upgrade, it basically sits right there between number 2 and 3, because the other businesses you have to wait for a while, or like say in the salvage yards case, it's not that you have to wait for a while, but after you do what's there when it's available, you have to wait for a while, like every week. But definitely get it, man. And the missions are safe. It's like nobody really bothers you. They don't really get to catch you that easy because you're on a bike. It's like the best MC business, honestly. So definitely get the Acid Lab, and you can knock deliveries out every day because you can fill that up every day, and it fills up very quickly. You know what I mean? And then you could boost production and all that stuff. So you definitely want to look into definitely like getting the Acid Lab as soon as you start the game, immediately after you get your nightclub. Like, say if you buy the nightclub and you have how much is it? I think it was like $750 to go buy the Brigade. Go buy it, man. I'm telling you, like, immediately, and just hold it. Then you know what I mean, you set up the lab, then you get the upgrade as soon as possible. But it don't matter which order you really get these. Only the nightclub really matters the most, because you want to have money flowing all the time. But definitely make sure that you get the Acid Lab either after your nightclub or after your bunker. But you need all of them in this order, trust me, I'm telling you. And the only way the bunker is not a part of the equation is if you don't intend on upgrading your bunker immediately. Like, say, you about to upgrade your bunker as soon as you buy it, then it doesn't make sense. You need like at least $1 million more or something like that. Or you need to have like extra cash on hand when you buy your bunker so that everything is going to be good, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, the Acid Lab, the bunker, the nightclub, these three right here are really like, they give you a lot of money. But which other business is also profitable? Because once you just buy the Acid Lab, it's going to be 200 max, 250 max. You feel me? Once you buy the bunker, you're gonna get a lot of stock and it's gonna burn out, stuff like that. So if you don't get the upgrade, it's like having an MC business without the upgrade. So that's the only problem. So we're gonna get into the salvage yard and how you can use this instead of the bunker, or even instead of the Acid Lab if you don't have the money to buy it yet. Because I'd highly recommend, this is the way I recommend buying it. If you just want to make a bunch of money right away, then you gotta buy it this way. Buy the nightclub, then you have to buy the Acid Lab, then you could even buy the salvage yard before the bunker, but make sure the bunker comes immediately after the salvage yard if that's what you do, because the salvage yard is gonna give you like roughly $1 million from selling 3 cars every week. So for a low level, that's a lot of money if you don't have other ways to get it, because you need like heists and other stuff to get it, like with your auto shop or your CEO, like your home, your apartment. They gotta be like a big scale apartment or something. But we're gonna get into those later because they're very important too. But for now, I'd recommend getting these things if you don't have them. Like, say you've been playing GTA for a while, you're just driving around killing people, like you just griefing, and you wondering why you broke. Then you might want to buy one of these, because all that griefing money, you could just invest it in one of these businesses, and I guarantee you that you won't lose. Because any one of these businesses, I'd say, say from the beginning of the GTA week, from Thursday, you could probably make like $2 million in 3 days. Any one of these businesses at max capacity, if everything is filled up and everything, and that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it works. But most of them, you gotta fill them up. Like the nightclub, you gotta fill up the nightclub, you gotta fill up the bunker, you gotta fill up the Acid Lab. But you can spend 2 times to get it done at max if everything is upgraded. Like, you could spend 2 times for a month to go get supplies, so it's like 150, and then you sell it for 600, so you're making like 450k profit. But if you just steal it, then you're just making 600k profit. Just gonna take more time, and if you actually like spending money to play the game, then you don't have that much time. So that's why you really need the Acid Lab, you feel me? But we're talking about the salvage yard. So the salvage yard, basically what happens with the salvage yard is, at the beginning of the week, there's same three vehicles, you can sell them. I guess they got the new feature now where you could keep one of the cars, you know what I mean? And I like that feature because, as you can see, the car I was just driving just now was the first car that was available in the Savage Yard. Because you see these 4 cars, you see these 3 cars. There was another one. It was like the one that was the Mustang in real life. I was trying to buy all these cars because I thought they were gonna be for cheap, like 400,000, 300,000, and I could beat the system. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy all of them for cheap, but that didn't work out, and I ended up buying this vehicle for like $10,000. So I mean, it's worth it. You know what I mean? So definitely worth it, because look, you could get a $1.7 million or something like that vehicle for $10,000 with the Savage Yard. So that's another thing. And you could get the tow truck for $1 million, and you could get 50,000 out here and there. It's just like another passive thing, but it's not really passive because you're actively involved. It's not like the auto shop where you could go in there, you have the 2 things because you got to buy one of them, and you could just have this guy like delivering cars back and forth. Like as soon as he delivers one, you go do something, come back, there's another one waiting, then you just send him to go do another one. He ain't gonna always give you back the full money, but hey, I don't want to drive and then somebody just starts griefing me and I invest 20,000 into this vehicle for the customer, and then I just lose the entire money, not even the profits. It's like, it don't make no sense, you know what I mean? So I just feel like, we should definitely people should look more into getting like these businesses, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you got these businesses, I guarantee you, man, you're gonna make $10 million every week. Because I'm telling you, this is the way. I haven't really gotten to play GTA much because I'm even thinking about selling my game and shit. But I'm gonna get back on that, man, and then I'm gonna show you how it's really done. Because, you know what I mean? Just for one more time before I sell the system. Because, YouTube shit ain't going nowhere with the video game section. So it is what it is. But if y'all want more videos, man, like, just let me know, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna let y'all know, like, you feel me? I'm trying to do this, like, definitely with GTA 6, it don't matter. I'm still about to drop more videos and stuff, but, you know what I mean? Like, right now, I definitely think y'all should get these 4 businesses, man, at the beginning of GTA, or if you don't have them, definitely get them right now, because these 4 businesses are, like, in my opinion, the 4 most profitable businesses. Like, you can have other MC businesses that you have upgrades that could, come close and stuff, but these are the best. Like, the cocaine business is also profitable, but the acid lab is faster. You know what I mean? It's almost the same amount of money. The cocaine lab is a little bit more, I believe, or it's almost the same. I don't even know at this point. It's like, you know what I mean? So realistically, it's like you can get the acid lab. You don't even have to buy MC businesses in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, at the end, you're going to do it because you want more money and you want to max the game out. So it is what it is. But make sure y'all get these 4 businesses, man. And I mean, that's what I got to say. So, y'all have a good day. Y'all subscribe, like the video, share, and y'all make sure y'all just support, man.